I got blown up by a roadside bomb in August of 2004, and I've been shot at plenty of times and seen probably about 60 IEDs go off in Iraq. I have TBI, I get headaches from the sun. I always wear sunglasses when I go outside. I can't, otherwise I get just terrible headaches just from the sunlight. Back then, I don't remember the name of the pills from back then, but I have a list 2 pages long of all the pills they've had me on.
Opioids?
That's the thing, is I don't know what's an opioid and what's not. I'm not a pharmacist or a pill specialist, and you just take what they give you, and Klonopins, and they just kind of make you, I think they all kind of do the same. I mean, they all affect you one way or another a little bit differently, but most of the time it's a zombie-like state that you live your life by day to day, sitting in one spot. Sometimes it makes the matters worse. You think, more about Iraq or experiences that you've been in, and it's just not a good way of life to be on the pills all the time. Started self-medicating with marijuana, and I didn't even know I was, and I get better results off using, marijuana, whether it was illegally or legal. I've always been open with my VA doctors about it. Medical marijuana, it gives me a chance to naturally medicate myself. I kind of know what's going in me more so than any tiny little pill that the VA's giving me, messing up my stomach. And, I have more drive to actually go out and do stuff with my kids and try and go to an amusement park. I mean, sometimes I can't make it through the whole day, but at least I'll get out of my house and I'll try and go do stuff. More so than if I'm in that zombie-like state on pills. I know a lot of vets, and I hear a lot of stories that are on these pills and they end up committing suicide. I mean, sometimes those pills drive your symptoms right into the ground, and that's it. And I think it's still legal just because, it's all about money. The politicians have hands in their pockets from pharmacies and from the pharmaceutical end of it. So once they get all their money switched over into medical pot, then they'll start backing it. But they got to figure out where they're going to make the most money at. 22 soldiers, military, veterans kill themselves a day, and that's just too many. I mean, if you could take a couple hits off of this and relax, that's the main thing. I mean, it's kind of a work-all. I mean, a cure-all. You're super frustrated at that moment in time. You could take a hit and calm down, and then on the other end, it also helps regulate you from getting to that point to where you're just ready to freak out and, just go off the walls. So it's not fair to anyone that a plant's illegal that does so many things for so many people. But yet you have alcohol that it does nothing good, period. All it does is bring everybody down, and you see people fight and just act so crazy on alcohol, but yet it's so praised everywhere you go. Everywhere you go, you see an alcohol billboard. But, they're the ones paying all these politicians, so you expect to see that.